I'm going to talk about one more thing, and I tried to leave this like best for last, because it's actually pathetic, man. It's when I read such things from Honeß and I read from Mateus, and I'm like, you know what, Mateus, you're better off just replacing him. You just are. But let's talk about this. And by the way, this statement actually annoyed me because he mentioned why money is being flowed around. Now, I did talk about this earlier a little bit, but I guess we're going to have to talk about it again. Now, he says, and I quote, about the whole Lothar Matthäus having predicted correctly that Nick Voltemade would cost 80 to 100 million. What do you know? He said he was just lucky. No, it's called having common sense. Well, okay. Voltemade isn't worth 90 million. Now, I understand he isn't worth 90 million. I understand. In retrospect, he's not. But in today's day and age, you have to spend the money. That only happened because of the money flowing from Saudi Arabia. So I want to ask Uli Honeß a genuine question. As a Saudi guy, you see I have a flag right there, right? You know, when you say money flowing from Saudi Arabia, like, did the money spending start from a Saudi club? Did it start from them, or did it start from a Russian-owned club called Chelsea Football Club? Or did it start from Emirati or Abu Dhabi-owned club called Man City? Or did it start from a Qatari-owned one, Paris Saint-Germain? Actually, in my opinion, I think it started from PSG. It started from PSG because the Neymar transfer from Barcelona to PSG, if you remember, 222 million. I think that was like a release clause or something. PSG paid it off. The moment PSG paid it off, money flowed around like crazy. Ma'asalama. The market inflated. It doesn't matter how bad you are, how good you are, it doesn't matter. Clubs are now valuing players for so much because Neymar was valued for so much with Barcelona to PSG. And then you obviously see their transfers, going around, which is why Liverpool did what they had to do, break the bank, for Florian Wirtz and Isak. Hell, they even did it with Ekitike. They did it with Ekitike, brothers. Bro, you see what I'm saying? And we are out here acting cheap. What are we doing, guys? What are we doing? Like, this is why it doesn't make sense when he says Saudi Arabia. Because I understand Saudi League, we approach the player, we offer them the bag, they see the bag, they're like, yeah, I want to go to Saudi, yada. I get it. I understand. But even then, and with some players, they even get TV rights, whatever deals. Okay. But even then, that's not the point. The point is, you said Saudi started. Saudi only started approaching players with bags in 2023. This PSG thing I mentioned earlier was around 17, sorry. You know how many years apart that is? Like, does Uli Honeß think? Does he actually think? But you know what? The only way I'm willing to try to understand him, which I really don't, is if he is thinking in a perspective of like Newcastle United being owned by the PIF. That's the only way I'm willing to understand, because obviously the Saudi-owned club, Newcastle, bought Voltemade when they were desperate. You know one thing about Newcastle United, and I'm going to give them credit for this, they got rejected as well so many times. Hell, Liverpool took their player and their target, and they still got Voltemade instead of us. Why? Because they were willing to spend the money. It's all good having money. Now spend the money. We have the money, but we don't spend the money. Now, if we're not going to spend the money on Voltemada, okay, move elsewhere. Honeß is just a pain, man. He is genuinely a pain. This is why Lothar Matthäus was calling him out after the Jackson thing. This is why. Because it's just dumb. It's just actually stupid.